Hey, bro, can I grab your bush?
Yeah, man, go for it.
Right on. Thanks, bro. Hey, bro, can I grab your bush too?
Sure, bro. Go ahead.
Thanks.
Now I can grab my own bush. Saipan, it's time to grab your bush. Pick up a 12-pack of ice-cold bush, and you're in for more than just a refreshing beer. Every 12-pack gives you a chance to win exclusive bush gear and more. So don't wait. Swing by your favorite store, grab your bush, and join the fun. Because here in Saipan, the best moments are even better with Bush. Grab your bush today.
AP News. I'm Ed Donahue. President Trump says he'll meet with Russia's Vladimir Putin in Hungary in an effort to end the war in Ukraine. A date has not been set. The president meets with Ukraine's Volodymyr Zelensky at the White House tomorrow. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt was asked if Putin and Zelensky could meet.
I think he thinks it's possible, and he would, of course, love to see that happen. But right now, there were discussions and plans are now being made for the Russian side and our folks, led by Secretary of State Marco Rubio, to meet, and then for President Putin and President Trump to perhaps meet again.
A federal judge in Chicago says she was a little startled after seeing TV images of clashes between immigration agents and the public.
And is now ordering that the federal immigration officers in the Chicago area be required to wear body cameras. Last week, the same judge ruled that agents must also wear badges, banning them from using certain riot control techniques against peaceful protesters. The Democratic governor of Illinois, J.B. Pritzker, has also announced a task force of prior military admirals, generals, and veterans to help assess the situation. Pritzker says allegations of chaos in Chicago is being manufactured on purpose by the Trump administration.
And we cannot remain silent. We must continue to call this what it is, a dangerous power grab.
I'm Lisa Dwyer.
The Senate again rejected a bill that would have reopened government. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries says a bill must include an extension of health care tax credits.
Tens of millions of people are going to experience dramatically increased premiums, co-pays, and deductibles.
Speaker Mike Johnson wants the bill passed as is.
I don't like being mad, Mike. I want to be happy, Mike. I want to be the happy warrior, but I am so upset about this. God bless America.
This is AP News. In the wake of U.S. cuts in foreign aid, the tiny country of Lesotho in Africa faces uncertainty for people who are HIV positive.
In the snow-topped mountains of Lesotho, mothers carrying babies on their backs walk for hours to the nearest health clinic, only to find HIV testing isn't available. Lesotho long had the world's second highest HIV infection rate, but with $1 billion in U.S. aid, the country managed to slow the epidemic's spread. However, when President Donald Trump froze foreign assistance and dismantled U.S. aid, chaos and confusion followed in Lesotho. Centres catering to the most vulnerable are shutting their doors. Health workers have been laid off in droves. Desperate patients ration or share pills. Health official Mokotu Makalanyane told the AP,
"We're going to lose a lot of lives because of this."
I'm Karen Chamas.
The suspect in the deadly Palisades fire will be moved to California from Florida. He was arrested last week. I'm Ed Donahue, AP News.
If you see something, say something, and stay anonymous. Call Crime Stoppers at 234-7272 or submit a tip online at nmicrimestoppers.com. No names, no caller ID, no recordings, just your info. And if your tip leads to an arrest, you could earn up to $1,000 in cash. Your tips have helped take hundreds of criminals off the streets in the NMI. It works because of you. Crime Stoppers, we want your information, not your name. PHI is your local pharmacy serving customers in Cagman, Garapan, and Dandan since 1996. Shop PHI Pharmacy for all your prescriptions, and we even offer a large line of multivitamin supplements. Our Dandan location is open weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 4 on weekends. Or visit our Garapan and Cagman locations weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 1 on Saturdays. Check us out online at phipharmacy.com or follow us on Facebook. PHI is a locally owned independent community Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
It's the 12 packs of Christmas from Bud Light to you. Buy a pack here at home, win big prizes too. Gather your friends, the season is here. It's the 12 packs of Christmas from Bud Light.
The 12 weeks of cheers are on. Purchase any 12-pack of Bud Light, Budweiser, or Michelob Ultra cans now through December 19th for your chance to win a trip for two to watch your favorite NFL team live, plus weekly prizes. Details at currentcnmi.com.
As the day unfolds with laughter and cheer, Brad's got the magic that brings us all near. Sharing tales of hope, dreams that shine bright. Good morning, Marianas, together we ignite. So join the palm trees, we dance through the days. The rhythm and soul in so many ways. Together we rise, through the moments we share. Good morning, Marianas, feel the love everywhere. Wake up to the sunshine in the morning light. Good vibes all around, everything feels right. Brad on the show, bringing joy to our day. Into the Marianas breeze, let the worries drift away. Yeah, that was the air. Our connection grows stronger. We show that we care. Rock on, feel the soulful flow. Good bright morning, Mariana, that's where you belong. The sweet island breeze and the ocean's embrace. Brad's got the stories, sunlight behave. Southside meditated, fall in this ride. Yeah, we're shining with love as our guide. So raise your voices high, let the music play on. Good morning, Marianas, we're where you belong.
All right, good morning, Marianas. You made it. You survived. It's been days and days and days of weeks and treasure. All right, it's been a short week. Let's calm down. Good morning. It's Friday. It is October 17th, and we are getting ready for the weekend already. We're going to start it with you this morning, talk a little bit about news, sports, weather, traffic, all that stuff together here on the NMI's #1 morning show. Can you believe it? I know it's crazy, but it's true. I love you. I know. Hey, here we go. It's 7:40 in the morning, and we're going to get to it. We got, you heard already, you got your update from the Associated Press to let you know what's happening there. And we're going to tell you a little bit about the weather before we slide into some traffic. 82 degrees out here in Saipan right now, and humidity is at 84%. So, woo! Did it rain yesterday? We had lightning, we had rain, we had everything going on, and we still even got some sports in last night before it got totally swamped out. Looking at isolated showers today, mostly sunny skies, high near 87. Winds coming out of the east. Gusts as high as 21 miles per hour today, so just be ready for that. It's going to be a little bit breezy, so if you're whipping out your umbrella, make sure that you don't Mary Poppins yourself all the way to Tinian. I mean, it'd be a free trip, but you know you could get back for sure with good folks over at Star Marianas, and you'll be safe and sound. Gotta love it. But it is right now. It's a sunny day. It's a beautiful morning. I had a great ride into work today, and props to Mayor's office again. You know, I don't know if it was the mayor's office because it happened when I wasn't there, but I saw maybe it's some of the construction that they're just getting prepared for the Mount Tapachao project, because I could see that they pushed back a whole bunch of the greenery and everything, and they didn't grate the roads, but I think that they gave that little cursory bulldoze over it, so it's a little rough after the rains on the Tapachao Road, but it was a lot better this morning and last night. So thanks to whoever did that. I don't know if that's a result of the groundbreaking that happened last week, and they're going to do a secondary groundbreaking next week for the waterline project. So they're going to be doing the road and the waterline. I don't know what kind of a disaster that's going to be or how many years it's going to take. It's only supposed to take about 6 months, but however long it takes, I'm sure everyone's going to be happy once it's done. Good morning to you, Ann. Great to see you this morning. Salty Life. Oh, man, I'm telling you, good to see you this morning. That's great. Salty Life indeed out here in the Marianas. Tobot, the tip man from Dan, also the weatherman from Dan. Great to see you this morning, my friend. Caleb, all the way out there from Garthengageville. I know I'm terrible. I'm just slaughtering it. Brad, if you just practice it. I know. I should. I don't know if I have enough coffee to get it, but I'm trying. I'm working on it. Like many things in life. Do want to say good morning to you guys, and appreciate you guys being here. A lot happening overnight. And I know a lot of you guys are trying to get to where you need to go this morning. So let's give you a little update on what's shaking with traffic out here in the Marianas. Well, at least for Saipan today, because I think Tinian and Rhoda probably going to be all right. So let's get to it, guys. Get you guys, a little coming in hot there with the volume. All right, let's take a look. People waiting a little while over there by Shell Dan, and they come down from San Vicente, where they're waiting plenty. You can see that a little bit of a backup over there. It's your typical thing that stop and go as people are waiting for other folks to cross the street, going in every direction. That is one of the busier sections in all of Saipan during this road construction. Not road construction. I got distracted by a squirrel. During the traffic times during rush hour, but over there by everywhere between NMC and Shell Dan, it's an event that you want to miss. You do want to miss it. That's the difference. You want to miss that event every single day, but you can't because you got to go to work. All right, over there by IT&E, the intersection that matters, where connections matter, it's looking pretty good over there. Let's head south over there by Guma Justicia. Folks heading north on their way to Marianas High School. Now, folks got to get in there, get to school. School doesn't start till 9 o'clock. Got to be nice, kids. Got to be nice. I don't think I ever had school that started at 9 o'clock. Oh, for real. All right, anyway, let's get down. Hopwood's looking mighty good. Their soccer team for the ladies looking pretty good, just dominating the league right now for the interscholastic. Great stuff. Hey, check this out. Folks who are coming up the hill by the Mayor's Dog Control Program are coming down from the airport over there on Tunkyoshi Road. They're going to meet up for Thunderdome over there at Guangdong Hardware. A lot of traffic in both directions. People trying to make their way through. Over there, the SIS traffic jam daily is in full effect as folks are trying to get over there on Aslito Drive, drop their kids. Gentleman Senior Martinez, everywhere from Tunwa Kindoy all the way to Shell Dandan is going to be a little rough, guys. You're going to be slow. So just get ready for that. On your way up in San Vicente, where there's kids aplenty, folks trying to get their little kids over to the home of the Canaries, and that is starting to back up a little bit in both directions. But be safe, be confident that your slow driving is going to ensure the safety of some little kid going to school today. All right, hey, how about New Sarah Market, Zenu Market, Capitol Hill Market? Yes, that is the Rodeo Drive of Saipan. There are a lot of cars up there in Meridianaville. There is a school bus stop over there, too, so that's probably a lot of the holdup over there. Going down East Drive all the way back down to AMP, things look good, but you're starting to slow down when you're getting around Garapan Elementary School. Again, those kids trying to get in there as well. And that's not a problem, and that's not out of the ordinary either. So let's head down. We'll do that double-barreled approach, taking a look at Beach Road and Middle Road as we leave Garapan, going down. You can see very slow over by. Do I have to keep saying it? I do. No, that one's over by Dial Runtown. It's okay. But there is a slowness in the force over there, especially over by Blackwood Furniture as you make your way a little bit further south. And that's over there near the Shell gas station. Either way, Quartermaster Road's looking pretty good on either side of it. A little bit slower if you're heading south on Beach Road. Pull back a little bit and make our way back to Margaritaville. The old AK intersection, traffic starting to back up as you approach Beach Road from Salmon Senior Guerrero. Other than that, that's not too bad. That's your first look at traffic over there, but you don't even have to worry about traffic if you hop over with Transit CNMI. That's right, Transit CNMI bringing you the Blue Line, the award-winning Blue Line, getting you all over from I keep saying Popgo. Like, why do I have this real need for us to get to Popgo right now? I don't know, but it's definitely Koblerville, NMC, all the way to the Paseo. They got it. Popgo coming soon. Not true. Eventually they will, but they're not on the list. But they got Green Line coming up next. So there's a couple of buses out there right now going north and south. You can see the southbound folks already picking folks up by NMC. Northbound, and they're on Beach Road as well and heading north, and we'll be probably seeing them in our background in the old camera view pretty soon, so that's pretty cool. Do you know that if you want to hop on Transit CNMI, it's only $2? Well, now you do. If you're a student, veteran, active duty military, Monamco, or you've got a disability, it's only $1. That's awesome. And, you can hop on from 6:30 in the morning to 8:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. That's today, baby. But on the weekends and holidays, 6:30 in the morning to 8 p.m. Got to give those drivers a break, too. Make sure you pay in exact change. They are not cash registers. They are a transporter of you to where you need to go. If you want more information, give them a call at 236-2682. Get on Transit CNMI and the line that is blue. These guys are great. They've got such a great service going on, and they get people going everywhere they need to go. They've got great air conditioning on the buses. They're comfortable, they're new, they're modern, and you get free Wi-Fi. So you can't beat it. Transit CNMI doing a great job for the folks of. Oh, I like it. That's not what I was gonna go with, but I hit the wrong button. Here we go. Got a little bit of this in the background. Is this too calm for a Friday? That's too calm for a Friday. I can't do that. Anyway, Transit CNMI getting you all over the place. And that free Wi-Fi is pretty sweet. So when you're on your way to school, you got to finish that homework assignment. Or you're on your way to work, you got to crush those numbers. Or you're on your way to play, you can reach out to folks just with the Wi-Fi. Good morning, everybody. Great to see you. Bruce Camacho's in the house. Great to see you. Tanelu. Great to see you, my veteran brother, as well. Bruce, of course, a vet in the house right now, too. Great to see you guys. Caleb, a big fan over of the Transit CNMI guys, and so am I. Hey, Buenos Lisor. That's right. It's a big 680. Excuse me. My gosh. Where'd that cough come from? I heard there's a little flu going around in the Marianas. I have not been suffering from it. But I heard some folks are, so sorry if you're dealing with it. Hopefully you take a little vitamin C and you're good to go. Joshua Brazel. Dude, Josh, I got an interesting story. Your last name, it's not you, I know. But I wonder if it's someone in your family tree that had some real interesting stuff, like World War II times / like UFO stuff. And maybe that's why you're all into the space stuff. I will look it up and tell you. I am watching this YouTube channel called The Y Files. It's hilarious. They dabble in some conspiracy stuff, right? But the guy's just a really good storyteller, so I like this guy. And it's funny. It's not like conspiracy theories like, I think there was no. It's none of that QAnon stuff. It's like a light version of that stuff. You can go down as deep into that rabbit hole as you want. I'm not that guy, but I do like the storytelling because it's pretty cool, and I like the way a guy does it. Anyway, I'm telling you, dude, it's great stuff, great storytelling, and I'll send you a link so you can check it out. All right, good morning. It says, always awesome seeing you every morning, providing the best breaking news. Good, sir. Oh, man, get me all like blushing on here. When you see me looking a little bit more red, that's what's going to happen. It says, Caleb says, spread an idea every Friday, park your car, and take transit CNMI. What a great idea. I mean, I really love that idea, but the question is for me, where would I park? Like, I got to come all the way down the hill, and then I could park over there by the AK, the old AK, and then take the bus over to our station here. I do like that idea, but maybe that's it. Maybe try to ride Transit CNMI at least once every Friday, wherever you want to go. It could be anywhere. We could go where you hop on maybe like today for lunch. I got to head down to Pep Boys for Society of Professional Journalists. And maybe today's the day. We'll just hop on the Transit CNMI. The only reason, woohoo, come on in. The only reason why that sounds tough for me is because in this crazy, crazy reporting life, I got to go everywhere and snap it. I think I could figure something out. I love that idea, Caleb. There we go. Bruce and Ann, great to see you this morning. Yes, I saw you too. I saw you over on the YouTube side. Good morning to you. Thanks for tuning in. Bruce is like, hey, you saw the Joe Rogan episode with the Representative Luna, the chair of oh my God, yes, the chair of the committee for UFOs. That's wild, man. I'll tell you, that is crazy stuff. And you wonder, like, they have done such a good job of conditioning me to know that everybody who talks about those UFOs, they got to be crazy, right? What if they're not? What if they're not? I know there's already a UFO organization here in Saipan, so maybe they're real. But it might be a different kind of UFO. I know. It's true. It's a different kind of UFO, but that's all right. It's a good kind. It's the kind of UFO we like. All right. We're excited today because in about 7 minutes from now, we're going to have one of our special guests in studio today. She loves us like a mango. She's the Member Services Coordinator for Marianas Alliance of Non-Governmental Organizations, Shauna Babalta. We can't wait to have her on here. She just walked in, too, and we're going to get her on in just a few moments. We will take a break to get her situated, but other than that, she's going to give us some real good info, so I'm stoked about that. Also today, we got folks from Be Heartfelt. They're going to come in a little bit later, so the show's going to go a little bit later than we normally would, so bonus for you guys. Be Heartfelt's the organization that is feeding kids across Guam by getting them food that will help supplement the things that they get during their school lunches, but they're going to get them that stuff on the weekends. They've been doing it for years, and they've been expanding what their offerings are for years as well, and they only expand when it's sustainable, and now they're trying to get things started here. They have a small foothold here, and this weekend, tomorrow, over at Joten Superstore, they're going to be doing a canned food drive. They're not taking fresh food and all that other stuff because they can't. They don't have that kind of an ability to send perishable items with all those kids. But what they end up doing, they put a little packet of food in the backpacks of these kids before they go home for the weekend, so that their lunches, they don't lose nutrition over the weekend because they don't get the free school lunches. It's a great organization, and they're going to be in here in a little bit. We also got a phone call from Don Farrell, the great Don Farrell. He called us and he's like, Brad, and I couldn't hear him. It was like I could make out his voice, but it sounded like he was in a big empty room from far away. He's like, I can't figure out this thing. Like, oh, is this Mr. Farrell? He's like, oh, you could just call me Uncle Don. So we'll have Uncle Don coming up. Hopefully he'll make it in. He's flying over from Tinian today. He's got a couple of copies of his latest book that he wants to get us, which is awesome. And he had some info about what the military is doing with the NEPA Act and everything, and saying that they might not be doing everything they're supposed to be doing over there in Tinian. So we want to hear from him directly, and so we could pass that along to you guys. And I'm really excited. So he's flying over from Tinian this morning. He's going to be making his way up here. Hopefully we'll have a Sherpa tour guide to help guide him all the way up to the top of the building over here, which would be pretty great. So we're going to have an action-packed show today, and that's not even getting into all the heavy stuff. You know, I will say one thing. We've got, hello, Marissa Flores. I'm going to talk about what you got for us as well. And Jackie, thanks for tuning in today. Luisa, you can't beat that rain. That rain is undefeated for baseball right now. Ignacio, good to see you this morning. I like how you went from number 2 to number 1. You just passed Ann Attow on the YouTube chat rating. I don't know how that works, but Ann, and she's going to have to come back to try to reclaim her number 1 on there. But by the way, we got some of the local stories that we're going to get to today are, you know, things that are making news in our world. You can see them down there. Yesterday we had the big press conference with the audits, and that's a really big deal. If we didn't have these guests in, that would be like the biggest thing we'd be talking about today. But you know, we scheduled the guests, and then you know we can still talk about it afterwards. We put something out about it yesterday on the good old NMI News Service website. If you haven't checked that out yet, boy, you're missing out. The NMI News Service website is the latest thing. All the kids are talking about it. They're like, oh, Marianas Variety? 6, 7. Okay, they're not saying that. I love those guys. And I love Amir. He's great. But this is the website, NMI News Service. And you can see right there, that was a broadcast from last night. The volleyball playoffs for high school brought to you by good folks over at MHS Productions. Today, you know, one of the top stories is a public notice that, hey, if you were scheduled for jury duty next week with the judiciary here, if you were on that panel 25GS, it's canceled. You're good to go. So you got to go to work. But you can see all the stories that we had yesterday, and we'll have other stuff that we've got today to pop up there as well. We got a whole bunch of stuff that came in late yesterday, but the big thing is that, you know, my daughter had to play soccer yesterday, and then we had a nice little family dinner. I don't get to do it often enough because I am working my butt off over here with you guys, but, you know, I am starting to get my priorities realigned and being smart about all that stuff. So if you don't see something right away, it's because of that. And hopefully you're cool with that. Anna, oh my God, you're right. She says, mango is a miracle. Just wait. Shauna's going to be coming on in about 2 minutes. And she's like, hey, sport your necklace once in a while. Oh my gosh. So, yes, thank you so much for taking care and rescuing my spondylus. I love rocking that thing. You know, when you wear something with a collar, though, it is difficult for me because I feel weird wearing it outside the collar because it's that big rough cut style, right? So it's a real thick chain of spondylus shells all the way around. Then you get to that big clamshell, right? The big spondylus. So I feel like I can really only really wear it if I'm wearing like a t-shirt or going shirtless. But that's about it. When I wear it with something with a collar, man, like I have to just unbutton and unbutton and unbutton like I'm like in the latest, like that 70s show. That's the only way I feel like I can rock that. But I love that. I love wearing it. I was wearing it when we were at the golf tournament over the weekend for Project Buddy Check 670. Got plenty of photos from Abraham Cabrera, excuse me, where he took some great shots of us, but capturing that. But I love that. It's the best. Ooh, she's like, then I have to design one for you. Oh my goodness, you're just the best. I love you for so many reasons, and thank you. That would be awesome. Let's talk. Let's do this. Connie Park Baza in the house. Great to see you this morning as well. And, she's back. She says, random question, but do we have to be boarding schools in the CNMI? If not, couldn't that be the next big thing economically? Ooh, boarding schools. That is interesting. You know what? Xavier's the big school over there in Chuk, right, where they send kids off, and it's an excellent institution. The people who talk about it love it. They have fond memories of it, and it's a really well-respected institution. How about that, Ann? What a great idea if we ended up having something like that. If we had a big boarding school here. You know, I don't think NMC is too far away from making that happen. And we were there last night, yesterday afternoon, for the Kupu Corps announcement, which we're going to be posting online later. We did a live stream for it last night, but we'll give you the full schmear with it. It was wonderful. But it's our first time to see that student center from the other side of the building, because I don't live over in that area and drive through that section. And, whoa, boy, that thing was impressive. We're going to be live with you for that grand opening. They're going to give us a tour and everything like that next Friday on the 24th. It's going to be the big deal. So we're going to do that. All right. Well, folks, we're going to take a real quick break to get Shana Babalta all set up. And so don't go anywhere. In fact, while we're here, you don't just have to twiddle your thumbs. We're going to play the latest update from the Associated Press because it's there. Phew, look at that. It just popped up. And so you listen to that while I get Shauna squared away for you, and we'll be right back. So here you go. Here's the latest update from the Associated Press.
AP News, I'm Ben Thomas. Former National Security Advisor John Bolton's been charged with illegally storing and transmitting classified information. Eric Tucker reports he served in President Trump's first administration before being fired and emerging as a vocal critic.
This investigation dates back years, but it burst into public view in August when the FBI raided his home in Bethesda, Maryland, and his office in Washington, D.C. in search of classified records. We expect to hear more in the coming days from Bolton's legal team, but they have already indicated that many of the records that were found actually date back decades and reflect his longtime career in different government agencies and offices.
President Trump says he'll meet with Russian President Vladimir Putin to discuss ending the war in Ukraine. He says it followed a lengthy phone call.
I would say within 2 weeks or so, pretty quick. Marco Rubio is going to be meeting with his counterpart, as you know, Lavrov, and they'll be meeting pretty soon. They're going to set up a time and a place very shortly. Maybe it's already set up. They've already spoken. And I thought it was a very good phone call. I thought very productive.
The president's scheduled to meet with the Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky at the White House tomorrow. Meantime, on Gaza, Trump warned Hamas in a social media post, "We will have no choice but to go in and kill them if internal bloodshed persists in Gaza." He was later asked about it.
So do you mean U.S. forces would go in and take out Hamas?
No, I didn't say who would go in, but somebody will go in. It's not going to be us. We won't have to. There are people very close, very nearby that will go in. They'll do the trick very easily, but under our auspices.
2 days ago, Trump downplayed the situation, saying Hamas had taken out a couple of gangs, and he wasn't bothered by it. Federal prosecutors have charged voting technology firm Smartmatic with money laundering and other crimes. It stems from more than $1 million in bribes several executives allegedly paid to election officials in the Philippines. This is AP News. Seth Sutel now with the AP Markets Report.
Stocks closed lower on Wall Street after another turbulent day of trading. The S&P 500 fell 0.6% Thursday. The Dow Jones Industrial Average dropped 301 points. It's about 0.7%. The Nasdaq Composite sank 0.5%. Bank stocks led the way lower. Zions Bancorp skidded after saying it's charging off $50 million in loans. Another regional bank, Western Alliance, also sank after saying it was suing a borrower and alleging fraud. The question for investors is whether issues like these are one-offs or a symptom of bigger problems within banks. The yield on the 10-year Treasury fell below 4%. The price of gold rose another 2.5%. Seth Sutel, New York.
Mortgage rates eased this week. Freddie Mac puts the average on a 30-year at 6.27%. A year ago, it was 6.44. At 15 years averaging 5.52%. There's more news at apnews.com. I'm Ben Thomas. Thanks for listening.
If you see something, say something. and stay anonymous. Call Crime Stoppers at 234-7272 or submit a tip online at nmicrimestoppers.com. No names, no caller ID, no recordings, just your info. And if your tip leads to an arrest, you could earn up to $1,000 in cash. Your tips have helped take hundreds of criminals off the streets in the NMI. It works because of you. Crime Stoppers, we want your information, not your name. PHI is your local pharmacy serving customers in Cagman, Garapan, and Dandan since 1996. Shop PHI Pharmacy for all your prescriptions, and we even offer a large line of multivitamin supplements. Our Dandan location is open weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 4 on weekends. Or visit our Garapan and Cagman locations weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 1 on Saturdays. Check us out online at phipharmacy.com or follow us on Facebook. PHI is a locally owned independent community Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
It's the 12 packs of Christmas from Bud Light to you. Buy a pack here at home, win big prizes too. Gather your friends, the season is here. It's the 12 packs of Christmas from Bud Light.
The 12 weeks of cheers are on. Purchase any 12-pack of Bud Light, Budweiser, or Michelob Ultra cans now through December 19th for your chance to win a trip for two to watch your favorite NFL team live, plus weekly prizes. Details at currentcnmi.com.
Wake up, sunshine, it's a brand new day. Brad's got the stories that'll light your way. Take a smile on his face, he's ready to share. Share. Good morning, Marianas. Feel the love in the air. Good morning, Marianas. Come join the fun. Together we'll shine like the morning sun.
The waves crashing in, hear the oceans call. Brad brings the news that connects us all. From the islands to the world, goes the kind of wish. Good morning, Marianas, the best time of year.
Good morning, Marianas. Let's start the day. With laughter and stories, come what may.
No, funny story. I'm sitting here talking to Sean, and I'm like, can you hear it now? Can you hear it now? Now you can probably hear stuff, right? Yeah. And it's a lot better? Yes, you know, and now people can hear you because I just took you off of mute, and I took myself off of it too, and so everything's great. Anyway, welcome to the show. So, hey, by the way, welcome back, everybody. It's 8:08 here in the morning. It's Hawaii time here on Friday, October 17th on Good Morning Marianas. We're going to be talking about mango, and it has nothing to do with Chloe Kai out here. Or was that Chloe Kai? I'm not sure. It was one of those awesome Hawaii reggae style bands. But wanted to say welcome and welcome back to our member services coordinator for Mango, Miss Shauna Babalta. Shauna, good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
It is great to have you in our studio today. It is always a blast. You know, when you do so much stuff for so many different organizations out here with your position over there at Mango. But how about we'll get everybody caught up real quick. Just let everybody know. Just tell us what is Mango and what you do over there.
Well, Mango is a 501c3 nonprofit here in the CNMI, and we've been in existence for 15 years. And we just recently celebrated our 15th anniversary at the end of August, and you were there with us. Thank you for being there. So we are a nonprofit that serves other nonprofits here in the CNMI. But we are fortunate enough to help or assist a few nonprofits out on Guam, more for admin things, but then we wanted to extend that service to them, even though they're not on Saipan, because we want more nonprofits to focus on their programmatic stuff while we we're not worried, but we help them with their admin things on the back end. And we are definitely doing that for a few other nonprofits here on Saipan as well.
Well, it makes great because it makes great sense because it's not the mango, it's mango.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. So you can it makes great sense to network with folks throughout the entire Marianas, and a lot of the challenges are similar for the agencies, non-governmental organizations here as they would be in Guam, I imagine.
Yeah, yeah. And, you know, it's interesting because we're hearing from a lot more nonprofits out on Guam. And I think the news of us and what we do is kind of spreading like wildfire, which, you know, we appreciate. But there's only so much we can do with the team we have now. So we don't want to stretch everyone too thin and then, you know, things might fall apart. But yeah, we are hoping to grow with the purpose of serving as many nonprofits as we can.
Well, I love everything that you guys are doing. You know, by the way, your space is incredible. When we came over for your anniversary party, it was a party, even though you wouldn't think of it like as a party, but it was so festive. You know, all the folks that you end up serving were out there on display, showing off what they do for their organizations. And it was just so great. But the animals were awesome too. I know that that's not necessarily part of it, but I got licked by a deer. I got to pet a cow. It was just a cool event.
That's okay. I'm glad you made some good memories.
I did. Oh, and that Tyler's Gelati Stone.
Yeah.
I got to bring a bunch of that home. Looked like a hero for the family. Everybody was super happy. The food that was in there, your neighbors over there, Sushi Spot.
Yes.
Whoa, I love that place anyway. But that they wanted to help support by bringing stuff over. Oh man, it was great. And I think it just speaks to the power of the networking that you guys have and just the general goodwill that you have with folks. Oh, sorry, and Doobie's Smokehouse.
Yeah.
They were there as well with some great food. And I'm only thinking about the food people. I mean, this is the home of the Manteca right here. But all those guys were great. And then all your vendors. But it spoke to me about like how much people really want to be a part of it and be a part of your success because how much you're helping everybody else.
Yeah. We really do appreciate everyone that showed up, our members who wanted to put their things on display. We have quite a few what I call frequent flyers who show up to a lot of our events, mainly speaking about some of our members. We really do appreciate a lot of what they do, and we want to amplify their work through our space.
Well, it was great. And I recently went there for another event. It was just a meeting for the Saipan professional journalists. And we used your space over there, that big conference room where you gave me this is what you do if you're a board member for an organization class. And that was just another great, it's one small sliver of the things that you guys do for members, for NGOs. And so it was much appreciated. And it was great to use it as a functional space for something that where you guys don't have to take a bunch of photos and promote yourselves for doing it, just actual physical, practical usage of that space.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, and that space has been used for something as simple as bagging some candies packing some candies for an Easter egg hunt.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that space is for all of our members who want to use it for whatever purpose. We just need to know the time and date.
Hey, so by the way, I'm just going to the comments because I saw a couple of them, and I just moved the screen over so we could see that too. But some comments about you guys said Mango helped the right to keeps popping up. Helped the right to democracy too, who are from the U.S. territories. They opened up many organizations, so thank you. And it's like, yeah, it was a party over there as well. And she's like, don't forget Sushi Spot. Look at this. I won't forget those guys. And then she also was talking about Doobie's food truck too. Yeah, it was a great event. So, but you guys have some other stuff going on, other exciting news happening over there at Mango.
Yeah, so we just recently launched our new membership structure. Up until 2 weeks ago, our membership falls into two categories, either an organization or an individual. An organization is a nonprofit that's recognized as a nonprofit in the CNMI, and individuals are those who just want to keep abreast of nonprofit work and activities. But now, we provided membership for free because we had the means to support that mechanism. But now our membership structure is new, and we have 5 categories now.
Ooh.
Yes, and these categories cover a whole spectrum of people who want to be a member of our of Mango. And we agonized over this, but it's time. The membership structure of the membership now comes with a fee, but the fee will not be established or initiated until February of next year.
Well, you can't do this stuff for free, and the amount of services, the breadth of your support, there's got to be some kind of a cost to it. And up until recently, there was a lot more support coming from the federal government and in terms of grants for things like what you're doing. But that's changed the landscape a little bit too.
Yeah.
So I think to do all the work that you do and to support all the organizations that you support, there's got to be something. So is it $1 million per person, or what is it that people got to pay?
Kind of close. I'm just kidding.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. So depending on which category you fall into will determine the price. So for nonprofit organizations, I'm just going to start at least with that group because that's our so if you're an established nonprofit, then your fee would be $100 a year.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. And we mirrored a lot of organizations that have paid memberships out there that are successful, and also keeping in mind of what our region is going through and what we're experiencing. So these numbers are we put a lot of thought into these numbers. So on our website, I do have to say that our website is jumping in and out of different things just because we're trying to make sure it's user-friendly and easy to navigate. But you can find a new membership structure online at mangocnmi.org.
I love your website. We're putting it on the screen right now. It looks great. And aside from the great look of it, what I like is that it really does capture all the folks that are a part of your organization and the folks who enjoy the benefits that you bring, and it shows off your space a little bit too. It's great.
Yeah,
it really is.
Thank you.
224 members right now?
That's an old number. Our number's gone up.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I can't believe. So I was worried when I heard about the fees that I'm like, oh, all right. Well, you got to do it. But how much is it going to be? $100 for a whole year for everything that you guys do? That's like $8 a month or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. Well, and change. I'm mathing as close as I can. But that's totally affordable for a nonprofit because that's not even like one hot lunch sale. Or whatever it is that they do, whatever their plan is, somebody could chip in and help out with that. But for your space and for your services, helping people out, that's outstanding.
Yeah, we try to be as conscientious of what our people are going through as much as possible. But with the membership structure, with the new membership structure, there are benefits that come with it.
Ooh.
And one of the benefits that we want to make a lot of noise about is our new member portal.
Okay.
So I'm going to use the example of a nonprofit. If a nonprofit signs up for membership, they will be contacted by me or one other person in our office, and we will get them set up in our member portal. They will create an account, and it's pretty much putting in a lot of data and information so that they can build their profile, which can be seen and viewed by others who have access to the member portal.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I love that. So it makes it really easy to network with folks right off the bat.
For sure. And then another reason why this portal is up and running for those who have profiles is that we want to have our portal accessible to those who are, for example, grant writers. Ooh. So if grant writers want to help our region, they can kind of sift through our membership listing. Of course, they have to be a member. They can only access the member portal if they are a member. So that's one example. If there are accountants that are very well versed in nonprofit accounting, they can sift through our membership listing again and see who might be interested or who might need that assistance. Just a few examples.
I love it. And, again, people can still support and be a part of it and pay for such a tiny amount that really it just helps. It's something else that helps support you guys, aside from donating their time and their services and stuff like that. It really is great. I love that there's something in there, too, to get you guys some extra money some extra funding, I should say, where you've got like a government office or some other type of funder or an academic institution, business partners, where they can really give because of your what you guys do. Is that something that is ETCable? Can people donate ETCs to you guys?
The short answer right now is no.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, we've had the discussion before. But yeah, it's no for now.
All right, no to mango for that, but yes to everything else. So for a nonprofit organization that wants to get linked up with you guys, $100 a year, and that's the highest part. That's for a whole organization. For someone who's for nonprofit professionals, that's on there, and this is all on their website right now that we're reading off of. The freelance grant writers, accountants, lawyers, IT professionals, consultants, trainers, $50 a year to be a part of that. But that also gives you access to all the other folks that can help you with everything else.
Yes.
Community clubs like sporting clubs, schools, etc., $25. Supporters, if you just want to help out, if you want to be you're not getting anything in return. You're an unpaid contributor. Other than what you do get in turn is just a rewarding experience of being able to help people in your community and being a servant leader out here to folks to help out with all the things that they're doing, whether it's a nonprofit initiative or students, $25 a year. But the associate, that's where where organizations like Mango can really benefit at $2,500 a year. But you're going to see the fruits of your labor. It improves the overall talent level and support level for our Commonwealth. Your $2,500 for Mango, and that's going to come back in several fold.
We hope so. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure of it. You know, I'm looking at it like a nonprofit organization, community clubs and stuff like that. You know, like our project Buddy Check 670. That's one. Even our VFW, I mean, I would think would be the same thing, to jump in and become members with you guys and take advantage of the opportunities that are available and just network too. It's a great idea.
Yeah, and just because we're not initiating or we're not going to ask for fees to be paid until next year in February, anyone can be a member right now. So they will sign up for membership, and then we'll go through a placement process just to make sure that they are in the correct category. And then we'll go from there.
I love it. You guys do so much. And then these are some of the things that you get access to, where there's aggregate data, like you were talking about, the unlimited searches in Mango's data portal. Mm-hmm. That portal is going to be the game changer for you guys. I mean, that's really the big win.
Yeah.
Workshops, community engagement, mentoring opportunities, networking opportunities, and the social media feature where you actually are going to be featuring like the different organizations.
Yeah, we have done it a few times, but now we wanted to put that in our benefits packages, if you will.
I love it. And I know that you guys get some new folks that are coming in. I just got to meet Mona at the big event.
Yeah.
She's awesome.
Yeah.
She's so cool. I mean, I really liked her right off the bat.
Yeah.
I got a great feeling about her. And then all the other regular faces that are in there, like looking to help folks. It's such a great place. So if people haven't got, if people don't have an organization that they're a part of, but they just want to come and check it out and see what's going on at Mango, can people just pop by?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and we can have a chat and see, how you might be able to help support our nonprofits, or maybe you might be inspired in the few minutes you're in our space, and you're like, okay, how can I start a nonprofit? And then we can have that discussion for sure.
I love it. It's just super cool. I was blown away by how helpful you guys were and how great of a resource it was for the community. And then to see that you guys even expanded, since the time that I went in there, doubled the size of the place and everything. It is such a great resource for folks. There's got to be, I imagine there's got to be folks who just haven't heard of you yet, or because I would think everybody would be banging on your door for support.
Well, we do have people stop by, which we find funny. They'll just open the door and be like, "What do you guys do?"
That's great.
Mango. And we kind of like chuckle and be like, "Okay, this is what we do." And I know our sign doesn't really explain it, which is totally fine. And then the fruit kind of throws them off. Like, are you guys selling?
Yes.
But no, we're not selling. Sorry. Yeah, I think folks have done that before. And some people think that we were at one point Humanities Council because they were in our space now. You know, they moved a few doors down. Yeah, it's been a fun ride. At least with in my time with Mango, I've been there since 2021. I've seen a lot of changes, and you just mentioned the biggest change of all, which is expanding our space.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Man, I was just thinking just a fun play on that when you said people were coming by. Hey, are you selling the fruit? About like doing your membership drive when it's mango season.
Oh,
like that would,
yeah.
Mango Ritas, like I'm thinking just everything mango. This is not toward like May-ish, right? May, mango. Oh, there we go.
We got to talk more later.
Well, I don't know if that sound is a dental practice next door, if they're actually doing construction. I think it's construction.
Yeah, I saw downstairs, I think.
Oh, was it all the way on the first floor?
That's what I saw.
It's amazing that sound just travels all the way up here, right? Yeah, they're redoing a couple of the offices here at the Commonwealth Economic Development Authority building, which is where our headquarters are, which is great. What are some of the other cool things that you guys have going on over there?
So, if you go through our website, we do have 3 programs right now. The first one that you will see is what is called the Itinituan Balatao. It's
easy to spell.
Yeah. Took me like forever to get it down.
Okay.
But that Itinituan Balatao is a guide for nonprofits who want to apply for SNILed, RILed, or TILed.
Ooh.
Yeah, and we have support from our leaders up on the Hill. So if that's something that you're interested in, you can kind of navigate through our website and learn more about that. We have...
Is that under services?
It is under... Oh, man, why can I not remember?
We got About Us, and then let me just click on services just to see where it's at.
Programs. It's under programs.
Is programs up here? We're going to find it. I have that sticker, by the way.
Oh, gosh.
Member services, strategic planning. These are all awesome. By the way, this is worth mentioning while we're here anyway. Okay. Some of the member services, which that's you, establishing a nonprofit. So you don't, even if you don't have an organization, but you're thinking about it.
Yeah.
It's a great first place to start with you guys.
Yes. People would come in or give us a call or send us a quick email. They say, I want to start a nonprofit. I have no idea where to start. Then I have a little checklist for them to go through just to get them started, because if I give them the whole list, they will be overwhelmed and might not want to do it. But I give them digestible chunks to start off with.
That's great. Board training, which is I was the beneficiary of, where where I could only explain from when I went through, but letting you know, hey, these are your roles and your responsibilities. This is what you do, and it came with a nice little pamphlet and everything too, as a reminder, but it's some great training from you. I give you a testimonial. Sustainability, how to keep your organization going, right? And what a great resource that is, because when you become an adult, sometimes that's just an honorary title, and you think that you know everything, or people expect you to know everything, and you don't want to ask people what's going on, oh, this is not working out. How can I make this work? I don't want to ask because I don't want people to think that I'm failing at this. No, but you offer that stuff to help people keep their project going.
Yeah, and the few that you just mentioned right now is part of our program called the Let My May Incubator for Nonprofits. So that's another program that I wanted to mention. So that is a 6-module curriculum where nonprofits can attend, and these modules are either 3 hours long, which I call the skinny version, or 6 hours long. And it goes all the way from starting a nonprofit to how to manage your nonprofit finances.
Nice. That's wonderful. You got strategic planning, managing your nonprofit, financial management. The 3, the last couple are kind of tough. Accounting services. Whoa, massive.
Yeah.
What a big deal to have that resource with you guys. Proposal writing. even where to go to. ChatGPT doesn't do everything for you. You need to go and deal with real people who can tell you about, like, not just how to write what you're writing, but like why you're doing it, and keep it all on the same track to help you get your grants and your proposals.
And one thing I learned about grant writing is you have to paint a picture for the reviewer, and you have to imagine painting a picture for someone who has never seen our place. They have no idea where Saipan is. Mm-hmm. So it's a whole science when it comes to writing grants.
I love it. Organizational resources and needs analysis. That's great. Where they can take a look at what you got and see if what you really need and help you out. And then the notary services. How many times do you hear people saying, "Hey, you know where I can go get a notary," and all that stuff?
Yeah. So notary is free if you are a member.
Yes, that's right. And we'll work for Mangoes. So that stuff's great. I got to find that products. Stuff. Maybe it's under support. You got resources. I love that you have a tab called Cool Stuff on there. Here, we're gonna flip over to that. Boom, support. Oh, it's resource. Let's just go right to Cool Stuff.
Sure.
Oh, look, cool people right off the bat. All right, you can tell this is the smile of someone saying, "Say cheese." Like, come on, I gotta do this. All right. Staff recommendations. All right. Create flowcharts easily. Convert files to PDF. Map and flow your ideas. Impress with interactive presentations. Graphic on leadership to get in your lane. But that was great for the board stuff, by the way. Sure. Easy graphic design software. And, this is great. Oh, you even give some credit to the folks who put all that stuff. Who's this lady? Woo. Shana Babauta. But that is just... great. Let's just see what happens. Easy graphic design software. I love it. So this is this Canva? There you go. So you give direct links to this stuff to get people going. And but you guys, you don't mess around. You just really want to help people out, and that's the whole purpose of it. And you guys live it every day.
We pour our hearts into the work we do because we want to see our nonprofits really thrive. And, we see a few of our nonprofits kind of suffering because of the lack of this and that. But, we want to be a part of their journey to help support them and lift them up. So.
Well, that's great. I'm looking at some other stuff on your website too. And this, guys, when you're talking about setting up a nonprofit, this goes to folks, even if you've got a business, but I mean, like the nonprofit business in particular, right, with that focus. But you got a guide to how to apply for legislative appropriations.
That's the 18 Bulletin.
My goodness.
Yeah.
That is so great. You got a toolkit for proposal letters, for budget worksheets, eligibility checklists for different things. Nonprofit support, here we go. How to register a tax-exempt nonprofit in the CNMI. Department of Commerce application letter. They're already getting you started. The zoning applications. Everybody knows about zoning. Well, now, but you don't know about zoning. You know that it exists. Well, here you go. This gets you started. Look at some nonprofits and things to get you started. How to create a CNMI vendor self-service account with Munis. Big deal. If you want to get paid from any government agency, you absolutely need that. Yeah. And nonprofit corporate document templates, because you need to have some kind of establishing documents and everything. And just because you have a good idea doesn't mean it can go anywhere. I mean, you need to really make it happen. And with Mango, you can. And easy from people who know what it is. And you guys just want to help people, chase their passion.
Yeah, for sure. So, if you have any questions or have an idea, you can call our office at 670-233-6200 or send us an email at info@mangocnmi.org. Or you can hop on by.
I love it. Anna says, "What is Mango? I need to check it out more. They could change my life." No kidding, they could. It says it's a great place to start. I just turned in my application as a supporter. I think that that's the start to get help from Mango. If the government can't seem to help, get started with the grant and make that difference. Let's help one another. That's absolutely right. That's great.
Thank you.
She's on the right track. That's Anna. Anna Lee Villagomez. She's just the best. Man, and she helped my mango colored spondylus necklace.
Nice.
Oh my God, she's just freaking awesome. So many different reasons, but that's where we're at. All right, am I missing some stuff? What else could we talk about with you guys? Because you do all of it.
Yeah, we do so much, but yeah, I wanted to use the time right now to share that our membership structure is out and ready for people who are interested, and that the member portal is there to streamline our data for nonprofits in our region. Because one of the things that we found, we also found very interesting, is that the numbers that we have at the business license office, the registrar's office for at the Department of Commerce, the IRS website, and Mango's numbers are all completely different.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, so if you, all nonprofits start for different reasons. And but getting it started is not easy, and you guys are there to help people with that and to help them every step of the way.
Yeah.
Not just the startups, all the way through.
For sure. Yeah. So if you have a nonprofit right now and you are not, you haven't visited us yet, you can for sure reach out to us and see where we can step in and help whatever it is you need within our capacity. Because we are a nonprofit ourselves, you know, we got to find our means as we go to help our people. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm just excited to see where this goes after today.
It is great. And, you know, you've got, you said that's an old number. Do you know where you're at member-wise now?
I know it's over 230.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, well, no kidding. When you keep supporting people like that, and you keep making that kind of a difference. How many do you think you got over there in Guam now?
That are using our services, I think it's 2 or 3. Our finance department knows more. But Brad, I do want to mention one thing. Yes, our numbers are over 230, but after our membership fees are set in place, that number might change. Because what we're finding is when we're reaching out to our members, not all of them are responding, which means to us a few things. Either they've been dissolved and we don't know about it, or their board members have changed over and they don't have the same contacts as they gave to us years back. So, you know, those numbers will change. But after February of next year, we're going to have a better idea of what nonprofits are still active and going.
Yeah, and you know, not everyone's built to stand the test of time. I mean, like some of them are like short-term things. They might have a focus of what they're trying to do and maybe achieve that goal, and there isn't a next step for it. But
yeah.
But I did find your programs. It's way easier. It's under About Us in the programs. And so if you guys are checking it out, these are the things that Chana was talking about specifically. Voices is one of the programs, which is great. And then you've got Lemai May, which is great. And I love Lemai. And now, wait. I'm going to slaughter this pronunciation.
You can do it.
Okay, let's see. Okay, I got that part. Okay. Itinituan Bueletal.
There you go.
Hey!
There you go.
I'm a professional. Thanks. Tune in for more Chamorro and follow us. Tips from Brad Rosala. There you go. Thanks. See, look, you're even, I don't know what it means yet, but I do. It says, because right here it says it means the beginning together. Name that reflects the project's roots in the community, equity, and collective action. It's great.
Thank you.
So when you're coming up with the names for these things, how who's together with you guys? Like, how do you come up with these?
Oh, so it's just us in our big room throwing ideas together, and we want to help perpetuate the local languages, and so we shifted over to Chamorro and Falawash. But we did reach out to experts who speak those languages to make sure that we have the right words.
So Lemai May, like when I think of Lemai, just breadfruit, right?
Yeah.
And so, like, in the incubator, I just think of, like, you got to heat it up, and I'm going to throw that lemai on that open fire until it's cooked up, and then I can just eat some of that.
That's funny. I was just talking about that yesterday with my son. He's like, you can do that with lemai?
Oh, my God, yes. It's the best part for me. Well, it's for
Me too.
And I was thinking about it yesterday when we were at NMC. We had the folks from the CNMI and the Guam Green Growth Initiative.
Oh, yeah.
But those UOG shirts, they got the lemai on there. I'm like,
dinner time.
Yeah, Paul and May Guerrero, man, I go over to their place and they would throw that up there, just hanging out outside while we're grubbing on some stuff, and you just open fire right there, just throw it in there. That's the style. That's all you need for me for a little while. I'm easy to please.
Yeah,
clearly. All right. So here's some other folks getting in there. Juan says Mango and 500 Sales, same owners, I think, both nonprofit. Oh, some of the same folks involved in both, right?
Yeah, so he's referring to Pete and Emma Perez. So Emma was one of the few writers to help write the grant to get us started. Same as Pete. Yeah.
How about 500 Mangoes? Like that sounds like a great organization too. I'm a fan. Riggy about to pop in and say, hey, good morning. Good morning to you too. Thanks for tuning in. But yes, I love all this stuff, and it sounds like great programs and great opportunities for everybody. The new fees that you have lined up for February, totally doable and makes sense for everybody. And I look forward to seeing what happens when you basically not even hit reset, but like kind of refresh where you're at with the new numbers and all that other stuff. Yeah. And you can really focus on what you guys got going on.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, and thanks for coming on. It's great to have you in here. And I have so many mango stickers. You guys, I was going through, because I started putting them on things, and I'm like, I don't want to put the same sticker on the same thing, right? So, but there's a lot of different mango stickers that you guys have that are awesome. I love all of them. Like that little mango character, like, hey.
Yeah,
like,
we call him our mango baby.
Yes, I love that little mango baby. It looks so cool. All right, guys. Anything else? Any shout outs, anybody?
Just to the Mango team, you guys are awesome. I know you guys are at the office right now, and I'm over here having fun with Brad.
Yay.
But yeah, I love my team.
You got a great team, and you can see it in the faces of everybody. You guys genuinely like to work together. It's got to be a great environment to go over there because, again, everybody is doing such a great job to help everyone. And it just looks like a great place to be every day to go to work.
Thank you. Because we are a nonprofit, our organization belongs to the people, so we've got to make sure we're doing right by them.
Well, you are.
Thank you.
Thank you. Whole community has a lot of thanks to you guys. All right, guys, we're going to take a real quick break. We'll say goodbye to Shauna. Till next time.
Till next time.
And we'll hear more about mangoes and every other fruit that you guys like. Anna says, thank you, Sheila Babalta. I got my mango babies. I love it. All right, guys, we're going to take a real quick break, give some love to our sponsors, and we'll be back with more right after this. Oh, we got a sports update, too. See you in a sec.
Hey, bro, can I grab your bush?
Yeah, man, go for it.
Right on. Thanks, bro. Hey, bro, can I grab your bush, too?
Sure, bro. Go ahead.
Thanks.
Now I can grab my own bush. Saipan, it's time to grab your bush. Pick up a 12-pack of ice-cold Bush, and you're in for more than just a refreshing beer. Every 12-pack gives you a chance to win exclusive Bush gear and more. So don't wait. Swing by your favorite store, grab your Bush, and join the fun. Because here in Saipan, the best moments are even better with Bush. Grab your Bush today.
Fox Sports Update.
The Mariners looked on their way to a commanding 3-0 lead in the American League Championship Series. But then the Blue Jays bats came alive.
Since 2010, Vlad Jr. sends a high drive to deep center field. Rodriguez, it's gone! First pitch of the fifth, Vlad Jr. launches a solo shot.
That was courtesy of FS1 as Vlad Guerrero Jr. went 4 for 4 on the night, and the Blue Jays beat the Mariners 13-4. After allowing a first-inning home run to Julio Rodriguez, Toronto starter Shane Bieber settled down, going the next 5 innings without allowing a run. The Mariners now have a 2-1 lead in the series, with Game 4 of the ALCS scheduled for Thursday night in Seattle, and the Blue Jays will send 3-time Cy Young Award winner Max Scherzer to the mound.
It's Will Kane Country. Watch it live at noon Eastern, Monday through Thursday at foxnews.com or on the Fox News YouTube channel. And don't miss the show. Listen and follow the podcast 5 days a week at foxnewspodcasts.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts.
On the ice, the Sabres earned their first points of the season on Wednesday. Buffalo beat Ottawa 8-4, with Jack Quinn lighting the lamp twice.
Chance for an odd-man rush. 3 Sabres up ice. Pass across. Quinn scores!
Sound courtesy of MSG as the Sabres finally broke through after being outscored 10-2 to start the year. Heading over to the NFL, Tua Tagovailoa's post-game comments after Miami's Week 6 loss to the Chargers did not go over well. After dropping to 1-5, Tua said some of his Dolphins teammates show up late or don't show up at all to player-only meetings, but he apologized for those comments on Wednesday.
As a leader of this team, of the Miami Dolphins, the comments that had been said, I would say I've made a mistake, and I'm owning up to that right now.
That was courtesy of the Dolphins as Miami is off to its worst start to a season since 2021 when they began the year 1-7. And you can download the Fox Sports Podcast on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you download your favorite podcasts. I'm Joe Morgan.
Get more on the Fox Sports app and foxsports.com.
It's the 12 packs of Christmas from Bud Light to you. Buy a pack here at home, win big prizes too. Gather your friends, the season is here. It's the 12 packs of Christmas from Bud Light.
The 12 weeks of cheers are on. Purchase any 12-pack of Bud Light, Budweiser, or Michelob Ultra cans now through December 19th for your chance to win a trip for 2 to watch your favorite NFL team live, plus weekly prizes. Details at currentcnmi.com. If you see something, say something, and stay anonymous. Call Crime Stoppers at 234-7272 or submit a tip online at nmicrimestoppers.com. No names, no caller ID, no recordings, just your info. And if your tip leads to an arrest, you could earn up to $1,000 in cash. Your tips have helped take hundreds of criminals off the streets in the NMI. It works because of you. Crime Stoppers, we want your information, not your name. PHI is your local pharmacy serving customers in Cagman, Garapan, and Dandan since 1996. Shop PHI Pharmacy for all your prescriptions, and we even offer a large line of multivitamin supplements. Our Dandan location is open weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 4 on weekends. Or visit our Garapan and Cagman locations weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 1 on Saturdays. Check us out online at phipharmacy.com or follow us on Facebook. PHI is a locally owned independent community Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Good morning. It's a brand new day in the Marianas. Coffee's hot and we're full of promise. So say a Pondantini and feel the glow. We've got the stories you wanna know. The palm trees sway, the traffic's light. Sunrise news, we're feeling right. Tune in now, don't miss your chance. Start your day with Island Dance. And good morning. Good morning, Marianas. Good morning, Marianas. And good morning. And good morning.
All right, welcome back, Marianas. It is 8:50 in the morning here on Friday. That's right, the weekend is just about here. We're all the way there. Made it through the day so far. Got a couple of guests making their way a little bit later. We'll see if we will be live the whole way until they get down here. That would be great. We'll see if we can. But at least even if we're not going to be live with them, we'll be able to have a great interview with them. Hey, it's 84 degrees out here in Saipan right now. Humidity's dropping. It's at 80% now. Still looking at mostly sunny skies today. You can't beat it. And it's going to be breezy, too. So gusts as high as 21 miles per hour. Great time for makeup games, maybe. Baseball, could be, possibly, maybe. That would be great because tonight's going to be great too. Over the weekend, though, mostly sunny skies, high near 87, and also going to be breezy and partly sunny on Sunday. So we're going to be looking for that 3v3 basketball this weekend with the mayor's office. That should be awesome weather for that as well. And hopefully that is a great tournament out there in Kagman. So many things happening this weekend. We've got the 20th anniversary for Mina. The Green Gala is happening. Hold on. We got asked to go to so many different things that are happening this weekend and happening today. You know, the one of the things that we really want to do, we weren't able to get to yesterday, was the screening over there for Faha. They ended up doing some film screening. I wanted to get to it on Wednesday. I'm like, it's okay, I'll be able to do it on Thursday, and I couldn't do it yesterday either. So I totally missed out, and I want to reach out to them again to see if I can't get down there and meet with them and hear about it, because it was a great event. It's down at PIC. They're showcasing some movies. The one's got a veteran story in it as well. But really, what it came down to is that I had my daughter's soccer on Thursday, and I had the choice of getting down there and covering that or watching my daughter play. So I just chose to watch my daughter play, and that's 100% what I picked on that one. So dispensa for not being able to make it down there. I love what you guys do, and I do care about what you guys are doing in the community. I just could not do both, and I am going to reach out to you guys, and hopefully, a few dispensas will take care of me. And then if we can get you in here to talk about the great stuff that you're doing, maybe showcase some of your work, we bring you in here, do a different interview, different style. I think it'd be awesome. I know that the guys from Project Buddy Check 670 were planning on getting down there. I know they got down there because I saw they took a couple pictures. So thank you for all the stuff that you're doing. We're going to have some info that we're going to be sending your way today. We've got a notice from the legislature that's talking about the need for MPLT to go through with that loan. And MPLT, I'm surprised, that MPLT hasn't made a decision on this. They're telling people that it's not a good idea to do it. The government proper is saying, hey, we need this. Let's do this. The governor is saying that we got to do this. The executive branch is saying it. The legislative branch is saying, hey, we paved the way for you to do it, so now you got to do it. What's going to happen with it? we're going to be sitting here and waiting to see what happens from MPLT, and because they've got those two scenarios that we got based on the info that we got from the governor's office. In fact, we'll pop that up on the screen. You know, we posted this already online at the NMINewsService.com, and in fact, we'll just give you a real quick share, let you see what's on there. When you go on to NMINewsService.com for this story itself, you know, we got the whole story for you. But one of the great things about it is that we're able to show you all the details, so you can see these are all the slides from the audit from the other day, which is great. But we have the other budget slides. So basically, let's just go back and show you the budget part. These are the slides from the audit, which I thought was a big deal yesterday. But when we get in and talk about what the governor did with the revised budget and his team, you can see all the breakdowns there of where everything is. And not only that, the slides that we got from OMB talking about what the options are, depending on what scenario that they go with, if they get the loan and if they don't get the loan. And it's, again, it was surprising when we went in there to hear that it just wasn't done yet, that they hadn't just got that across the finish line. I thought that was kind of a done deal. And apparently not. Now it seems like there's a lot of pressure being placed on MPLT folks to make that happen, to issue that loan. So that's where it's at right now. If they do this, and they've got to do it soon, because it's already been, you know, we're looking at 3 weeks now, and the workforce reductions, the PSS allocation, the holidays, are they going to be paid? What's going on with staffing? The difference between the two are pretty big. You can see the difference between, you know, if we open up this one here, let's pop that open. Am I able to open that up? Here, we can open it up in a new tab. That's just this one, and that's it. So you're looking at the difference of 70-hour pay period versus 58. The paid holidays versus unpaid holidays. The public school funding. Public school funding is only a difference of like about $2.6 million. I say only, like I've got that in the bank. I don't, fun fact. Then you see that the loan is there or no loans. It's just so different when you see these two things. And so the question is, MPLT, what's the deal? Are we going to go forward with this, or are we not going to go forward with this? Give us a real answer. And that's it. And what's holding them back? So that, I guess, is where we have to go next. We have to reach out to these guys and find out what's happening. In fact, got to put that on my list of great stuff to do today. MPLT. Will you go to the prom with me? MPLT. Yes, MPLT. It's a great sandwich. We got to find out what's going on. Oh, the Saipan Little League Baseball election is tomorrow. Thanks for that, Louisa. That's going to be great. Man, hopefully there'll be baseball and some dry weather. Looking forward to seeing what happens with Little League in the coming season as well, because what a great first season of everybody. I got another message from some folks. So I guess what we're going to end up doing, we're going to wrap up while folks who are starting to make their way out here. When they get here, we'll do some interviews when they get in the studio. We'll wrap up here at the top of the hour, so about 2 minutes away, to get ready for that. And we got to post up a bunch of stuff. So we got to post up some of the things that we got from folks in the overnight and this morning. Got some stuff from Department of Agriculture. We're going to post up some stuff from the legislature that we received as well. Stuff from the legislature included this press release from them about, hey, just letting you know that we've got the loan authority in place for MPLT, and there's no there's no unnecessary risk. We're going to be putting that out here in just a little bit. Also got some folks from some info from the folks over there in Guam, which is great. I got some folks, some stuff about the Ooh, that's going to be the association. Hold on. Oh, yeah, the Association of Pacific Island Legislatures. That's happening. That's coming to Saipan in a little over a week and a half away from now. Also, that's going to be really exciting, where you're going to have House Speaker, who's the president, and the director is going to be Danita Yanktamai and Jude Hofschneider. And we're going to have folks from all over out here. It should be outstanding. I can't wait. It's going to be a big event. Also got some folks from Humanities, some updates that we're going to be posting as soon as we get out of here as well. And that's about it for right now. All right, guys, that's it for today. I want to say thanks to you guys for tuning in. I'm going to get you the latest updates from the Associated Press and the latest sports updates as well. I can already see that the latest news one is here. So thanks to you guys for tuning in. Thanks for supporting us. Really appreciate it. And remember, we're posting all this stuff on social media, but please check us out on our website, nminewsservice.com, nminewsservice.com. That's our website where we get the full story and all the documents so you can review them for yourselves. All right, guys, here's the latest from the Associated Press.
AP News, I'm Ben Thomas. President Trump stepping up efforts to end the war in Ukraine. Sagar Meghani reports he says he's meeting again with Russian President Vladimir Putin.
His announcement came after a more than 2-hour call with Putin.
I thought it was a very good phone call. I thought very productive.
And says they may meet during coming weeks in Hungary, following an August meeting in Alaska. The president Friday will host Ukraine's Volodymyr Zelensky, who wants to buy American-made long-range Tomahawk missiles, among other things. The president has appeared open to that as a way of pressuring Putin into stopping the war, saying earlier this week,
"We have a lot of Tomahawks."
But after speaking with Putin, who has warned arming Ukraine with the missiles would cross a red line, the president said stocks are limited.
We need them too. So I don't know what we can do about that.
Sagar Meghani at the White
Navy
House.
Admiral Alvin Halsey says he'll retire in December. He oversees U.S. Southern Command, encompassing the Caribbean Sea and waters off South America, where U.S. forces have been attacking alleged drug boats near Venezuela. Meantime, a former Trump administration official says Venezuelan government officials floated a plan in which President Nicolas Maduro would step down in 3 years and hand over power to his vice president. The source says the proposal was aimed at easing U.S. pressure, but was rejected by the White House. Yet another Trump critic is facing charges. Eric Tucker has the latest.
John Bolton has been charged with mishandling classified documents. Now, Bolton is a former national security advisor from the first Trump administration. He's been a longtime adversary of the president since his departure from office. This investigation dates back years, but it burst into public view in August when the FBI raided his home and his office.
And Ace Frehley, a founding member and original lead guitarist of the rock band Kiss, has died at 74. This is AP News. Gethin Coolbaugh now with a list of the greatest players in women's college basketball history.
Cheryl Miller, Diana Taurasi, and Candace Parker are among a select group named the best to ever play during the 50 years of the Women's College Basketball Poll. A group of Associated Press sports writers plus 13 former players, including former UConn champion Rebecca Lobo, were the voters.
We have too many no-brainers and not enough slots.
The first team includes Taurasi, another UConn great.
You always have to look in the past to go into the future, and there's so many amazing women that paved the way.
The other first-teamers are Iowa's Caitlin Clark, USC's Miller, Parker from Tennessee, and Brianna Stewart of UConn.
To be on a starting five with Cheryl, Candace, Dee, and Caitlin, it's a whole lot of buckets.
I'm Gethin Coolbaugh.
There's more news and the latest developments at apnews.com. I'm Ben Thomas. Thank you for listening.
Fox Sports Update.
Tua Tagovailoa's post-game comments after Miami's Sunday loss to the Chargers did not go over well. After dropping to 1-5, Tua said some of his Dolphins teammates show up late or don't show up at all to player-only meetings, but he apologized for those comments today.
As a leader of this team, the Miami Dolphins, the comments that had been said, I would say I've made a mistake, and I'm owning up to that right now.
That was courtesy of the Dolphins. On Monday, Miami head coach Mike McDaniel said the postgame news conference was not the forum to air his concerns. The Dolphins are off to their worst start to a season since 2021 when they started the year 1-7.
It's Will Kane Country. Watch it live at noon Eastern Monday through Thursday at foxnews.com or on the Fox News YouTube channel. And don't miss the show. Listen and follow the podcast 5 days a week at foxnewspodcasts.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts.
In other NFL news, Bengal star pass rusher Trey Hendrickson has been listed as questionable for Cincinnati's Thursday night matchup with the Steelers due to a hip injury. The Bengals will be looking to snap a 4-game losing streak in a game between veteran quarterbacks Joe Flacco and Aaron Rodgers. The matchup will be just the third regular season game between 40-year-old starting QBs. Heading over to the NBA, the Russell Westbrook experience will continue. Westbrook has agreed on a deal to sign with the Sacramento Kings, according to multiple reports. The 36-year-old will play an 18th season in the association after spending last year with the Denver Nuggets. Westbrook, who was the MVP of the 2016-2017 NBA season and has the most triple-doubles in league history with 203, has bounced around the league since leaving the Oklahoma City Thunder in 2019. He's played for 5 different teams over the past 6 seasons and primarily has come off the bench over the past 3 years. And Malcolm Brogdon is retiring after 9 NBA seasons. Brogdon was the NBA's Rookie of the Year in 2017 with the Bucks and won 6th Man of the Year with the Celtics just 3 seasons ago. You can listen and follow the Fox Sports Podcast at foxsports.com or wherever you get your podcasts. I'm Joe Morgan.
Get more on the Fox Sports app and foxsports.com.